Hello, doll lovers. It's Ruby Red's World of Dolls, and welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that all is well, fantastic, and fabulous your way. Guys, I know it's been, nearly 2 weeks since my last video, but I've been busy, life's lifing, doing real world things. I'm still enjoying the doll hobby, but I just don't always have the time to pop in with a video. But I made time. I took time today to come in, say hello, do a little chat, share some updates, and just check on you guys to see how you guys are doing. Love hearing from you guys in the comments. And love hearing from you guys on Instagram too. Some of you messenger me on Instagram, and I love it because I know that a lot of times, because I'm guilty of that too, watching the videos when I'm not able to comment on them. So a lot of times you guys hit me up on Instagram to let me know you watch the videos, you enjoyed them, and that lets me know what type of videos to post, and what kind of videos you guys like and what you guys are interested in. So these kind of videos, the doll chats, they do pretty darn well here. So that means I'm in tune and in touch with adult collectors who have the same likeness as me, the same interest as me, and are doing the same thing in their hobby that I'm doing. I love hearing what other collectors are doing with the dolls. It's not always about unboxing new dolls or adding new dolls, because that can get kind of burned out as well, and it can tear your wallet up. And you guys know I have cut back a lot in the doll collecting. I'm being more selective of what I buy, questioning myself, giving myself a waiting period most times, trying to think things out more, because I do have a lot of dolls and a lot of stuff that I need to go through, and I need to declutter, because it's becoming a bit much. So that's what I'm going to work on this summer. I got some projects that I'm trying to get done. You guys, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of Halloweens ago, I decorated the angel cake, and I had so much fun decorating one of the Barbie dream houses for Halloween. I had a lot of fun with that house, but originally my intentions were to customize that house and completely give it a different makeover for my dolls to be showcased in, and just have it for display purposes, so that's what I love about the doll houses. As you can see in the backdrop, like the manor, I love houses and dollramas where I can display my dolls, showcase my dolls in scenes and setups. That's the part that I love the most. So I finally committed to a color for that dream house. I've been trying to decide every time I choose a color. When it's time to do it, I can't commit to it. It was the same thing with the kitchen in the manor. I've had that kitchen. I shared that kitchen with you guys on the channel here. I reviewed it. But it took me months to finally commit to a color so that I could go ahead and finish it up and finish up the kitchen in the manor. Though I'm still adding things to that kitchen, it's kind of in a point, or at a point, where I can give you guys a tour, though I do plan on adding other little touches to it. So, but maybe we'll get to that. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll get that done. It is summer break, but I'm still working a little bit. I had to commit to a job, because if I didn't, the kids wouldn't have been able to have the opportunity to do what needed to be done. So I didn't get a break in between the closing of school and the beginning of summer camp. So it's like I'm working straight on through. But, that's just the way it is. I'll have the whole month of January, you hear me say January, the whole month of July, not to work. And, and that's a well enough time for me. So that dollhouse is a project that I'm planning on knocking out this summer. Well, hopefully this month, before this month is out. Now that I've committed to the color, I just have to get the stuff and get with it and start working on it. But in the meantime, in between time, I did want to share this with you guys because I like sharing information. Those of you who have not got the LeBron James Ken Ambassador doll, he is, and he was last night still when I checked. He's available on Barnes and Noble's website for the retail price of $74.99. It's free shipping. I ordered another one of him because it took me a while to think about it, because there were other opportunities that I had to get a second one and I didn't, because I was asking myself, what is your plans for this doll? So I passed on it. So when I stumbled across Barnes and Noble's having him, because sometimes I just like to check these sites that I have been lucky enough to find dolls, and they do sell dolls. Mattel, they do carry Mattel Barbies. Some, if you're lucky enough to be near a Barnes and Noble, sometimes you can find them. You can go in the store and get them. But he is available on the Barnes and Noble site, so I wanted to put that out there for you guys. Like for me, I thought about it for like 2 whole days, if I wanted another one. So I finally committed to, after 2 days of thinking about it and going through trying to decide what my plan was, because that's $75. I committed to purchasing a second one, because I do want one to open and play with, and I do want one to stay in box in its original state, because that is a doll that was a long time coming. We finally got him, and I don't know where Mattel is going, with what's going on right now with everything. So I thought I better go ahead and grab myself a second one. So maybe you want a second one. He is available. So if you're interested, run on over to barnesandnobles.com and grab yourself that LeBron Ken Ambassador doll. All right, so I've also been doing a few little things. Like I said, I haven't been purchasing a lot. I've been very selective, which is why I went ahead and got the second LeBron James doll, because like I said, I've been pretty good with sticking with the budget, trying to save money, and plus just trying to be better with the collection, because I'm overwhelmed with dolls. Now I did order finally Amazon, because sometimes I don't know how they do it, but I was able to order, and it came from the UK, Amazon UK, and it's taken him a little longer to get to me, but I don't care. I was not able to get the Western Ken from the Barbie movie. And I wanted that Ken, but it was one of the dolls I wanted, but if I didn't get it, I was fine with it. Well, I stumbled across him for $33 on the Amazon UK. Well, it was not in the UK site. He was on my site, but he was showing available for me to purchase, and got him for free shipping as well. So I jumped on that. I jumped on it. So I got him coming. I really want his outfit more so than the Ken. So one of my Kens is going to be a Western. That's what it was all about, the outfit. It's a shame that you would buy a doll just for the clothing, but hey. And I'm just really frustrated right now with Mattel, because you guys know how much I love the Barbie fashion packs, how I love the fashionistas, and how I enjoy collecting those fashion packs. But the last release of fashion packs really were okay. They weren't anything for me to run and collect them all, because there's still 2 sets from the original, from the latest release, that I haven't even picked up. So they're still regular price in my local Walmart and on Amazon. The other 2 sets, one of the sets, the one that's my favorite, that one's kind of gone on sale a little bit on Amazon, but the other has not. I was in my local Walmart yesterday. I walked the toy aisle. I didn't buy anything, but I have noticed that, especially in the Barbie section and in other parts of it, like the Naturalistas, Latinistas, they have increased the prices on them a lot. I don't understand why, but the dolls have increased in my local Walmart. Not just the dolls, even the groceries and different things have increased in prices. Things that you buy on a regular basis, you notice when they go up in price. So it's crazy to me. I don't understand it, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm just waiting for the new fashion packs to release, and waiting for the latest ones to go down in price. But like I said, I'm just still disappointed in the outfits and what we get. I've ordered some new fashions for my dolls from AliExpress that should be here in another week or so, because I love the fashions. That's the part I love with the hobby. And I got to be able to get nice realistic fashions for my dolls. But I love the playline stuff too, but I don't know. Mattel's getting to the point where everything's printed on and the fabric is not. Yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say. But I did get my daughter's mini me, because I don't want this video to be too long. I did get my daughter's mini me updated. You guys know I was telling you, we got to get her body up to par with her real body. So, my little one is growing, as Angel Cake calls him. My little one is in that tummy, and she is growing, and he is growing healthy, and he is doing what he is supposed to do. And I am so thankful to God for that. They're both doing well. But I customized her little mini me a little bit. Gave her some tattoos. They're not the exact tattoos of my daughter, but they are in the location of where she has them. And my daughter is all about the nails. Ever since she was 16 years old, she's been getting her nails done, okay? That's what it's all about for her, the nails. And this is how she found out the gender of our new addition. She had her nail tech blindfold her, and she took the envelope, and she knew what the gender was. And when she trusted her to do her nails. And when when they took the blindfold off, she had these beautiful blue nails. Now, of course, my nails look nothing like the nails that the nail tech did. They were so detailed and so beautiful, but I think I did an okay job. My daughter is very happy. She's so tickled. She says, Mama, I'm just so tickled. We got the little belly. I had to work on that belly for a little bit. And she's just sitting back cozy and comfy. And I'm very pleased. My daughter was the one I was worried about, because her standards are so high. Her standards are higher than Mom's. And she's very pleased with her mini-me, and so am I. She was more especially tickled about the details that I went into, and and I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun working on her little mini me, and we got our little one in safely in Mommy's tummy there. But I picked up some stuff here, as you can see. Some stuff I just picked up here and there. I got this little set. I like these little pieces. Like I said, I love collecting the Barbie fashions and stuff. Even though it's the play line, it's still the big kid in me. And I like this. And I got this at my local Ollie's, I think, for $5.99. So I grabbed it. I love those PJs in there. Love those. Not so crazy about the bags, but I think they're more so my smart doll size. And then you got a little accessories. But these are the pieces that actually come with it. The pajamas, and then the bag, and then the little accessories. And then these are two fashionistas that I never added but wanted to add to my collection. And I found these at the Family Dollar. And I had seen these in the Family Dollar for quite a while. And I check in every so often to see how the stock is doing. And the stock is kind of decreasing. So I said I need to go ahead and pick out the two that I want, because it looks like the stock is going out of the store. So I grabbed these two. This right here is one of my favorite molds. I love this Dimples face mold. I wish that I could get it in a darker skin tone. I don't think we've got it in a other skin tone. But every time they make this mold, I usually like to grab it, because it's one of my favorites. I mean, I just love those dimples, and she's so gorgeous. And I love her outfit too. I love that outfit that she's wearing. And then, of course, we don't need another Millie, but Barbie with braces, I had to have her. I don't have a Barbie with braces. Has there ever been a Barbie with braces? I can't remember. There's been so many Barbies, but I had to get her, and she's kind of pricey on Amazon. So, when I saw her in the Family Dollar, I had to grab her. So I probably will not unbox her. She'll probably go up on the wall of classics for me when it comes to the fashionistas. So liking that. So, and then here in the background, as you guys can see, I love collecting the the swim dolls, because they always use such popular face sculpts. and I usually like to get them just because I like collecting them. But lately they've been kind of boring, so I haven't been collecting them. But every now and then they pop out with a can, and these are the ones that I have collected over a period of time and put them on fresh squad bodies. These are fresh guys' bodies that they're on to give them a little articulation, because the swim dolls usually come with very limited articulation. The arms don't usually always go out. The arms just go forward and back, and they got articulation at the thigh. But these guys are so handsome, and I love their swimming trunks, that I had to put them on some articulated bodies. So I've been basically over a period of time giving them articulation, and I really like it. These are some of my favorite kin sculpts. Again, I love the face sculpts, and I love the diversity. And these are some of the guys. These three faces. I'm missing KC. Now KC is my favorite of them all. And there's another one, the Nubian skin tone kin that they gave us. And I really wish that they would give us a made to move body for him, though he's on a body, but it's still not a real excellent match. But he wears hoodies, so we can kind of get away with it. But I just wanted to show you guys my collection of swim kins. So I just like them so much. The only thing with the fresh bodies, you guys see that they can't even touch hands and stuff, but they are bended elbows. The original version, the knees and stuff and the sitting was not the best. This is the older body, but the newer body has more articulation in the knee and in the hip, so they can sit up like they're supposed to. When you sit them in a chair, the elbows still are the same, but the knees are better. So when they're sitting, they can sit better, and they have articulated joints. And I have these bodies because my local Walmart had these dolls on clearance. The Rock the Bell collab that Fresh Dolls did with did a collab with, those dolls went on sale for $6, on clearance for $6 at my local Walmart. And then the doll before that, which is this body, can't think of his name. Gosh, I can't remember his name. But he was as cheap as $4. And I bought every one of them because I love the doll. His clothes were very well made. The Fresh Squad clothes are very nicely made clothes. So the clothes itself were nice. Here is the clothing from the Rock the Bells. Look at those pants. This is real fabric. The elastic, and he's wearing the sneakers that came with them. And then here is the t-shirt. This alone to me is worth $6. So, and then these are the sneakers. Very nicely made sneakers. Very nicely made. So, I look at the whole actual doll. And then where is the head that came off of that body? It's behind my iPad. Alright, so here is the face mold that came. And every face mold ain't the same either, because when I first grabbed them, I picked the best ones. But he's still a handsome doll. But I wanted his body for this guy, because I have this guy in so many different careers and different sets. He's been a dentist. He's been a fireman. He's been a farmer. I have him in so many ways. And then now he's on the swim body. And I never articulated him. So I thought it was time that I gave him an articulated body. So now he has one. So this is what I've been up to, guys. This is what I've been up to. Just wanted to drop in and chat with you guys a little bit. Did you guys order the new Ken Couture? I'm still kind of out on that. I think I'm going to just take a chance and hope that he goes on sale like the other one did. I just could not bear to spend $100 on him because I just felt like I could just do so much more with that $100 budget. Plus, he's a pre-order. I just get so sick of when Mattel puts out these dolls and we got a pre-order, meaning you got to spend the money now and you won't get the doll for months and months. And it's like, God, you spend the money and you don't get your doll. So that was another thing that stopped me. The price point, the pre-order, the Model Muse body and not articulated body, using the face mold that they used instead of a new one for that price point. You know, there were a lot of things that kind of helped me not purchase him. So if he goes on sale like the previous one did, then it'll be an opportunity for me to take advantage and grab him then, because I do like the doll, but it's just too many things that keep me from wanting to spend $100. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So I'll be in my doll room today working on some things. Like I said, I got some projects I'm working on. Doing very well with not spending a lot of money. Like I said, I bought the LeBron James doll. I could justify it because I haven't been buying any other dolls. And you know, I'm just so proud of myself. So proud of myself. So that's what I'm doing in my miniverse, and I can't wait to hear what you guys got going on in your miniverse. You know, I can't wait. I'm still working on my Naturalista salon. I'm not doing a lot in it. Because you know, it's just a basic box. That's what I love about this shelf. You know, how I could just add a few things in there and make it my own style. I'm looking at the beauty salon right now, with the dolls in there, but I got to put a few finishing touches in there, and then I'm definitely going to give you guys a tour of that. I might do a sneak peek video on my Instagram this weekend. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't posted on my Instagram in a while either. I got to get with it. I've got to get with it. But guys, I'm just enjoying life, embracing the moment, living in the moment, and, you know, just enjoying myself. And I hope that you guys are doing the same. You know, so much going on around us all the time. And we sometimes forget to just sit back and smell the roses, as they say. And, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just enjoy every moment in the moment for whatever it is, whatever I'm doing at the time. And that's just how I'm trying to do things. All right, guys, you know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram. We are Ruby Red's World of Dolls there. Continue being awesome, fantastic, and fabulous. And I will see you awesome, amazing people in my next video.